Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of r/IDontWorkHereLady, and our first story for today. Omega Karen. This just happened to me yesterday, and it stands as the biggest WTF moment in my job. Little bit of background. I work as a contracted cell phone technician for a large superstore chain in my country. My job duties entail selling, activating phones, and assisting guests with technical issues with their phones. Due to me being a private contractor, I don't answer to any management staff or employee for the superstore, and I'm essentially my own boss, so technically I don't work there as their employee. On top of this, I do have a right to decline service to anyone. However, I never do because I don't want to turn people away just because they're having a bad day. But after what happened today, I'm going to enact my right to do so for any future encounters. I had to clean up the language, so please excuse the weird words in italics. So today, I was minding my own business when I was approached by a mythical Omega Karen. Okay was a 65-year-old woman who had to be what looked like 4 layers of makeup on her face and a beehive haircut so big she looked like she had a basketball underneath it. Her hair looked like an Omega symbol too, hence why I call her Omega Karen. She explained to me that her phone was not working. Being the ever so helpful person that I am, I got to work diagnosing the problem. After doing a quick inspection and tinkering around with the phone, I came to the conclusion that the phone was bricked. I informed OK of this revelation. The exchange went a little like this. Okay, so what do we do now? Me. Well, ma'am, unfortunately, the best course of action would be to replace the phone. Luckily, I have the same phone on sale for $49.99. Okay. I'm not buying the phone. I bought the phone from here, so I want it exchanged. Me. Okay, ma'am, do you have the receipt for the old phone? This is when she went from nice old lady to Omega level Karen. Listen here, you stupid piece of crud. I bought this phone almost a year ago. I don't have the receipt. I bought it here and it's now defective. Your company has to honor the guest and replace this broken piece of crud, and you're going to do it free of charge. I soon realized that this was going to be a crap show, so I decided to try and Tai Chi the situation in an attempt to mitigate damage. Okay, ma'am, I understand that you're frustrated, but unfortunately, due to the store's policy, we can't do any exchanges after 30 days of purchase. After the words left my mouth, I realized that I had effed up, and she was ready to retaliate. Bullcrap! You're just trying to scam me out of $50. I'm not having that. It's not my fault that it's a cheap piece of crud. If anything, it's your fault it's broken. All my whats were expended after hearing this. She actually was blaming me, a guy she's never seen before, of breaking her phone. Ma'am, I'm sorry, but there's honestly nothing the store can do for you. However, because you bought the phone less than a year ago, the warranty should still be replaceable through the carrier warranty. I'd be happy to call. She interrupted me by picking up my stapler and raised it to threaten me. You will get me a fudging phone right now, or I swear to God, I'll throw this at your fudging head. Ma'am, threatening me's not going to solve your problem. Now, as I was saying, I can call up the carrier and see if they can replace it under their warranty. She threw the stapler to the ground, breaking it, angrily grabbed her broken phone and told me to go fudge myself and stormed off. After she left, I picked up the stapler and threw it out. I then continued with the next guest. Now, I wish it all ended there, but unfortunately, God hates me and wanted to prove it. About 5 minutes after she stormed off, she returned, but she wasn't alone. She did what every Karen dreams of doing. She got the store manager. And it wasn't just him, but the security guy as well. Store manager, this guest has informed me that you won't assist her with her phone. Mind telling me why? I explained the situation to the store manager, who was looking like he was about to hit me. He interrupted me by saying, okay, and at what point did you throw a stapler at her? I was confused until it finally dawned on me the person who threatened me was trying to frame me of assault over a $50 flip phone. I never did that. In fact, she was the one who threatened me with the She interrupted me. Bullcrap! You threw a stapler at me telling me you were going to choke the life out of me. I want this man arrested for assault. The security guard approached me saying, is there any way you can corroborate your story? You can check the cameras. They most likely caught the whole interaction. As soon as I said the word camera, OK went ballistic. How dare you believe this stupid punk over me? You should feel ashamed of yourself. Security guard, ma'am, we need to make sure to get the full details of the event so we can better explain it to authorities. I don't want to wait for the police. Just fire him and get me someone who can help me. Security guard, Ma'am, you just said you wanted him arrested. Stop putting words in my mouth, young man. Just fire this piece of crud. That's when the store manager finally piped up and told her the bad news. Unfortunately, ma'am, he's a private contractor that handles our phones. We can't fire him because he doesn't work for our company. Now, if he did what you said he did, it would be best to go get video proof. That way we can escort him off the property. She relented and agreed to look at the footage. All four of us went to the security room to roll back the tape. As soon as we got to the part where she grabbed the stapler and held it up, she started screaming. This is bullcrud. All you fudgers are in on it. I'm going to sue you all for tampering with evidence. I'll see you in court. As she began to walk to the door, she noticed me smiling. I soon regretted doing this. She smacked me across the face and spat at me. Luckily, the security guard heard the slap and quickly subdued her. After a quick call to the cops, she was handcuffed and put in the back of a squad car. The police asked if I wanted to press charges. All it took was one good look at her for me to say yes. Once I got done with the paperwork, the store manager apologized to me for what had happened. He informed me that she was blacklisted and is to be arrested on sight if she ever comes back to the store. I'm currently writing this laughing at the whole situation. Fudging Karen. Karen wanted me to ring her up while I was in sweatpants. K equals Karen, M equals me, MG equals manager, CW equals coworker. A little background before I start. I used to work for a popular makeup store where the employees all wear black. My manager would send me and another coworker to other stores to help out with things like training, inventory, and organization because we were good at it. One particular location, we found out during an inventory, hadn't set planograms for over 8 months and was just keeping new product in the back room in boxes. If you don't know what a planogram is, it's the layout of the shelves, hooks, product. This was a big job for us. Essentially, the whole store was out of date and we had to reset the whole thing. Mostly, we would go out there after close or super early in the morning and work until people came back to the store or they opened. It was about an hour drive for us, but we didn't mind. It was good money. The staff there told us to just come in comfy street clothes so we could focus on getting the job done. One day, they asked us to come in early because the manager there would not be able to stay as late as usual, which was fine for us. I showed up in some gray sweatpants and an anime t-shirt and started working right away. Close to closing, there was a huge line up front, all hands on deck at the register situation. A nice lady came up to me and asked my opinion on a moisturizer. I had no issues helping her as she was being nice and even apologized after she noticed the sweatpants. I even walked her up to the register line and started walking away when I heard the sound of an angry Karen. Excuse me, why aren't you on the registers too? Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, I don't actually work here. I tried to explain it to her, but she was not having it. I've seen you stocking shelves. Get up there and help ring up right now. I'm running late. I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't have the ability to run registers. Even if I wanted to, she cut me off. No, don't lie to me again. Just run the registers. I wasn't lying. The issue is I was not trained for it, nor did I have the credentials to run registers at this store. I realized I was getting nowhere and just shrugged and walked back to my project. She'd be gone soon, right? Wrong. Soon I see the familiar soccer mom haircut bounding its way towards me with the manager in tow. Her. It was her who ignored me. What kind of company is this that allows employees to wear sweatpants while they're working? Me and the manager exchanged looks. Both of us had had just about enough of it. MG. Man, that's a member of the project team. She doesn't work here. This enraged Karen even more. Project team? I don't see how sitting on your lazy butt is a project. I want to talk to your manager. She pointed at me. I realized this wasn't going to end anytime soon, so I stood up and said, okay, go right ahead. If you want to make the drive to insert name of city that's an hour drive away, be my guest. No, I want to speak with them now. Well, she isn't here. Can I take a message? At this point, the store was closed and she was making a racket, so other customers were sticking around to see how it ended. MG. Ma'am, I'm sorry, our store is closed. If you would like, I can give you our corporate number and you can bring it up there. No, I want to take care of this right now. This stupid little bee has made me late. Manager. Ma'am, if you don't leave, I'm going to call authorities and charge trespassing. K. Go right a effing head. I'm already late. I'll wait all night. The manager had to run away to go call the cops, and by now my coworker must have either seen this or taken her headphones out long enough to hear some commotion because she came over. What's going on here? Finally, your manager. My coworker clearly hadn't heard all of what happened because she gave me a confused look. What? Oh, I'm so sorry. We don't actually work here. We're just on the project team. I don't know if that was just the last straw for Karen, or maybe she realized that the police were at the door, and this was a big shopping center in a rich neighborhood. Security and cops just kind of hang around, because she sank to the ground and started throwing a tantrum, like full-on crying, flailing, wailing tantrum. I just walked away and let them carry her out. She got a warning and was told never to come back to that location. Me and my coworker decided it was probably best to avoid going to the store when there were people in it. I never had any issues again with customers while I was on the project team. Rats, on the other hand, is a completely different story. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.